What's up, everybody? It's Roger and Victoria here from the DisKingdom podcast, and on this episode, we're going to be talking about the Halloween and Christmas parties. Yes, summer has barely even started. I've only just put my shorts on, but we're already Disney are getting lined up for Christmas and Halloween and announced all the details. So I'm just going to give you some of the quick details first off before we go into discussing about it. So the Halloween parties start on August the 25th. And will run through to November the 1st, doing lots of dates in September. October, they really go to town. There are tons and tons of dates, pretty much nearly like every few days. The Christmas parties start on November the 8th, and they run through till the 22nd of December. No prices have been announced, no tickets are available yet. They've just I think they just put the dates out there so people can start planning a little bit. If you've never been to these events before, Halloween they have a special, or for both events, they have a special night show that this place is decorated. For the Halloween one, they have trick-or-treating, and they have special events. And the Christmas one, I don't know, did they give anything away at the Christmas ones?
They give away cookies, apple juice, hot chocolate, I think candy canes?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, so the idea is you pay to go in there. You can go into the park from about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can go in there at night. If you aren't at the event, they kind of kick you out at like 7 o'clock, and they have basically they show the parades twice. I'm going to be honest, I have done the Halloween party at Walt Disney World, loved it, thought it was amazing. However, it was one of those things I did once when I went back the following year. We didn't bother because of the price of it. And the Christmas one, when we went to Disney for Christmas, they didn't actually have... I mean, we were there literally like Christmas Eve, just before it, but at the time it was just decorated. They didn't have the party. But I do know if we were in Disney World or Disneyland for Christmas, I would do this party without a shadow of a doubt. So have you ever done either of these parties?
Yes, I've done both several times.
Yes. So which one do you prefer?
I'm definitely going to say Halloween.
Yeah.
Which is probably why they added so many dates.
Yeah, and I've now just got Boo to You in my head, and that'll be stuck for weeks now. It's quite interesting that they're starting in August.
Yes.
They're running for 4 months, this Halloween party. I mean, okay, technically 4 months, because they're doing 2 dates in August and 1 in November. But generally, they are really kind of dragging that one out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely, because the Halloween one is definitely more popular than the Christmas one, although they're both pretty decent. But the Halloween one, I don't know what it is, but it's just very popular.
Yeah. I mean, I know for us, Halloween's kind of picking up a bit more steam here now. It was never really a big thing when I was a kid. So it's kind of cool to see and kind of do that whole kind of things. My actual sister-in-law, she's getting married this year, and one of the things they want to do was have a Halloween-themed wedding, but they actually wanted to make sure they wanted it a week earlier so they can, when they go to Orlando for their honeymoon, they can do the Universal Halloween Horror Night. I have said to them about the Mickey one. He wasn't quite so impressed because he wants to do the Universal one. But that's how much of a pull these kind of events have. But, for me, the idea that they've come out with these dates, I think is cool. It's a shame they don't kind of do... It's like with the Christmas party. Once they get in the run-up to Christmas, they just stop. They just stop it.
Yeah, it's a shame, because I know a lot of friends of mine, they really love the Christmas party. So it's like Halloween gets like 3 months, and then Christmas just gets that 1 month, and then you don't really get as much as you do with the Christmas parties.
No. I mean, as well as that, the fact they don't do like Christmas Eve and they don't even do it that week of Christmas, which I'm surprised they don't. Maybe just because the park is already as full, they don't need to do it. But I think it's also a great way for them to kind of boost up attendance at that time of the year when it maybe be a little bit, it's usually, I say quieter, but like October's usually was always kind of like, and September were always like more softer months. That's less of an impact now.
Yeah, I agree as well.
We made the mistake a few years ago with my mum and dad when we went to Florida for one trip we went to for Thanksgiving, which was a massive mistake. Having no idea what Thanksgiving was at the time, we quickly learned that it was very, very busy, and we had to evacuate basically the Magic Kingdom because we couldn't stand the queues, and we went to Epcot. And then we did another year where we went for Christmas, and we literally flew home Christmas Eve, and then we were sat there on Christmas Day in my auntie's house playing Monopoly, and I'm thinking, I was on Main Street 2 days ago. This is a really bad Christmas. So the idea that they're doing these parties definitely is fun, definitely is a good thing if you're at the events. I'm just going to quickly run through the dates again. So August 25th and 29th, September the 1st, the 7th, the 10th, the 12th, the 15th, the 17th, the 19th, the 22nd, the 24th, the 26th, and the 29th. So as you can tell there, they're very kind of spread out, a few days at a piece. October is the 1st, the 3rd, the 5th, the 6th, the 9th, the 10th, the 12th, the 13th, the 15th, the 17th, the 19th, the 20th, 22nd, 24th, 26th, 27th, 29th, and 31st. So pretty much almost nearly every other day, which is good for those who aren't going to the park, or even if you are going there, because then you can do alternate nights for seeing the fireworks, which is important to take into account at that time of the year.
Yeah, that's also true. Especially since it's going to be a new fireworks show, which I wondered how they were going to do that with Wishes. Like, will it still be Hollow Wishes, or is it going to be a brand new fireworks show? So I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I do think as well as like as much as they do tend to like to sort of recycle the same floats and the same things for a few years. I mean, they definitely put the effort in, but they do use it for quite a while. So I think having a new show and all the rest of it should be a little bit interesting to do that. So you kind of do them a little bit at Paris, but not the same level. I mean, I'll be honest, I would probably be a bit more inclined to look at them, but definitely exciting. I mean, I think we'll find a little bit more about like Disneyland and stuff later on, but the fact that we're in April and we've already got the Christmas party dates, that's pretty good.
Yep, that's true. So we can all now plan ahead. Well, I feel like they're going to be doing this around the same time each year now, because I actually looked on Facebook and they did it like around this time period that they announced it as well. So we can expect that too.
I suppose as well, we must be not far off the 180 days out for people that are going and booked to start kind of planning what they're eating and where they're going and doing sort of stuff. So it can't be that far off the 180 days for the Halloween parties. Sure, I think what that must be. Yeah, can't be that far off.
Yeah, I think we're pretty around that area, because I've had a few people ask me about, the Halloween parties already, like before they were even announced. And I was like, no, it's too early. And then the next day they announced it. So I was like, okay.
No, this is pretty cool. But you definitely want to keep track. They will be announcing probably ticket prices and stuff. Last year, I think they even started like doing tiered pricings of the closer you got to Christmas and Halloween, the more expensive they got.
Which we can probably expect this year as well.
Yeah, definitely. Well, on that note, guys, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to check us out over on our different social medias and all the different platforms that this podcast is up on. Victoria, where they can find you on the interweb?
They can find me on Twitter at He Calls Me PP and Instagram, He Calls Me Pineapple Princess.
Okay, and you can find us over at DisKingdom.com. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys soon. Later.
See you guys.
Bye.